Alright, hello everyone. At this point I'm going to be showing you how to continue what we started last week. Just so you can be refreshed as to what we did. If you remember that we created a folder that we named it the maze game, and then we downloaded all these images here. Okay, I have my lava, I have the maze, my finish, the start, the exit, the U1, game over, and the try again. And also we need to have our new Microsoft PowerPoint presentation, and then we renamed it as the maze. Also, if you notice here, I have the lava background, and I also have the another GIF picture that I downloaded that I think is pretty cool. So when you do your one, you can choose one of your choice. Okay. So then I'm gonna open the maze game, the PowerPoint, and when this appears, I'm gonna click to add my first slide. I remember that I told you that we first deleted this placeholder. We moved this placeholder to the top, and then I did the maze game, and then by and then I also came and I inserted my start button somewhere around here on the left corner, and then I also inserted my maze background, which is whichever one you want to. If you want to put it in the background, remember I told you to right click and then send to back, which is gonna be in the background. I don't want it like that, I just want it on the side. And then I ask you to duplicate this. So we did right click, duplicate slide, and then we have the exact same slide as the first slide. On the second slide now I ask you to delete the maze picture. I also ask you to delete the placeholder with the name and the extra placeholder that has been added. Now we go to the first slide. We're gonna do some actions to the start button. So whenever we click on the start button, it goes to the second slide. So then we go to insert, and then to action, remember action, and then mouse click, we select hyperlink, and then we want it to go to the next slide. Then we went to transitions, where we unselected the on mouse click. Very important step. Okay, we unselect the mouse click. So when I slide show my presentation, I'm clicking everywhere. It's not really moving until I put the cursor and click on the start button, then it goes to the second slide. So now at this point I showed you also how to insert the different maze. So then you have to go to insert, shapes, and then we select rectangle, and then we simply start creating our rectangle shape. Okay, our maze, wherever we want it for it to be. Alright, create another one here. I'm just gonna make my one really simple, just so we can get this over with. I'm just gonna do another one right here. Right here. My one is really simple. You're gonna make your one a little bit complicated, not so challenging, but complicated. Okay, not so easy as well. Then another line here, or let's put it back up here. This. I'll do this part really narrow, and then the last one, which is right over here, that will take me to the finish line. Remember, you're gonna do this one based on what you want it to. So then I go and I insert my other finish button, drag and drop, make it smaller, and I place it somewhere around here. You can do this however you want it to. Alright. Now, very important step that I missed out. I will show you in a little while on the second series of this video. Okay. So once we have established the first and the second slide, then we are to insert our shapes, which will be the actual maze of this game. So we've done this already. We click on the insert tab and then the shapes, we select the rectangle, and then we start customizing our maze. So remember, you want to do your maze a little bit challenging, but not so difficult. Okay, so let's try to keep it as a reasonable maze. Then we start. I'm gonna make my one really simple. Okay, so you are gonna make your one a little bit more complicated, of course, not so hard. Let's create another rectangle. Now, oops, what did I do here? It's fine, I can fix it. Place it here, and then I make it all the way here, and I'll just leave it like that, and then I'm gonna open my folder, and I'm gonna drag and drop, my finish button. I'll make it a little bit smaller, and I'll place it right over here. Okay. So now once you have your nice creative maze, remember you can make it go here, then you can make it turn to the left, then go downwards and go upwards, etc. So make it creative, right? Not so challenging, but not so easy as well. Okay. Then what I'll do is that I want to join all of these shapes together. Okay, so if you notice, if I randomly select on them, they will be unselected every time. The idea is to gather them all together. So I'm gonna press Control key on my keyboard on the lower left, Control key, leave it pressed, okay, hold it down, and then you select all the other shapes at the same time. See how everything is selected? Once we do that, then we're going to group them. So we're gonna press Control again, let's leave it pressed, okay, hold it down on the keyboard, and then you press the letter G. Okay, once you do that, see what happened? It took this as a single shape now. Okay, I'm just moving it so that I show you. So it took it as a single shape now. Okay, now if you notice, it has some borders here, okay, some lines. We want to remove them, so I select my single shape now, then I go to Format, then I go to Shape Outline, and then I select the No Outline. Once I select the No Outline, the outlines are gone. Pretty cool, right? So now at this point, I want to change the texture. Okay, the way these shapes, I can change the color, of course. Okay, I can change the color, but that's gonna be boring. So let's try to add a little texture. So we're going to right click and then Format Shape. This window will appear. Once this window appears, then I'm gonna select a picture or texture fill. Okay, of course I can go down here and I can change it. I can change whichever one you need. Okay, you can change whichever one you think is the best fit for your game. Alright, I'm gonna choose let me choose this one here, yeah, and then I can change the transparency. Okay, I'm just gonna leave it like this, a little bit bright, and once I do that, then I want to insert my background. Okay, so we need to insert our background so that the maze can look much better than what it is now. So of course, I know you're thinking that you want to drag and drop your background, but that's not how we're gonna do it. We will then select Insert. Once we select Insert, we're gonna select Shapes again. I'm gonna select this here, okay, rectangle again, and I'm going to drag it all the way to the end. It covers everything, it's fine. Then I'm going to right click. Once I right click, I will send it to the back. Okay, send to back, and it's gonna be on the background. So now the picture is still selected. Okay, it's still selected. Then I will go to where it says a picture or texture fill. Once I select that, then I can select my file to add my picture. So I'm going to find my folder. You have to locate it, open your folder, and I know you probably have the lava one. So as I was saying, I know you probably have the lava background, which is fine, you can use it. I found this other one on the internet, which I kind of like a lot, so I'm going to use this one. Okay, then I'm going to select it, then I'm going to click on insert button. So now my background is like this. All right, it's a GIF, so if I slideshow my presentation, of course it's going to be moving, you know, it's going to look pretty cool. You can modify your one, you can choose a nice one. Then the idea is that every single time when I put my cursor, it goes inside the background, it's gonna end. So what do we do now? Well, we have to select our background, which is selected right now, and then we go to insert, then we go to action again, the same step, and then we do not select mouse click, we select mouse over, because remember, at this point, if the cursor steps away from the maze, then it will end the game. Okay, so mouse over. Once we do mouse over, then we go to hyperlink so that it goes to the next slide. Okay, to the next slide, and the next slide will be the next slide that we're going to be adding right now, which is the game over slide. Okay, so once we do that, then we open a new slide, press enter. Right, and then we delete our placeholders, and then we add the, remember which one, it's the one that says game over. Okay, I put it right here, and then we put our buttons for try again. Right, so we make it smaller, try again, and then we add the other one that says exit, in case it exits. Alright, exit. Right here. Okay, and then we duplicate this, right click, duplicate slide. And then on the duplicate side, it's the same thing, with the exception that the game over is deleted, but we add the you win. Right, I know you got this already. Okay, just like this. Right, so then the idea is that now if I step away from the maze and I click and the mouse goes here, the game is gonna take me to the second slide. But what happens if I actually make it all the way to the finish and I click on the finish? Well, when I click on the finish, I have to add another insert, another action, and the finish, when I click on it, it will take me to the not the next slide, not the previous slide, but the last slide, which is slide number 4, telling me that I actually won. Then I click OK. Okay, and then when I'm, for instance, if I am on the try again button, if I ever click on this try again, this will take me again to insert, action. It will take me to the, when I click on it, it will take me to the, yes, the first slide. Okay, first slide. And if I select the exit, what's going to happen? The exit is going to take me to the, to which one? It's going to end the show. Okay, exit will always end the show. Okay, so then you do the same thing for the try again. Okay, insert, action, hyperlink will take me to the first slide if I want to try again. But if I want to exit, it will take me to the end of the show. Alright, and also don't forget that you need to remove your transitions on mouse click. You need to remove the transitions for the on mouse click for all the slides. Okay, don't forget that step. So let's try to see what happens. So when I do my slideshow presentation, okay, it doesn't go anywhere unless I click on the start. Okay, and then I move, I go all the way. Of course, if you try it, it's gonna go all the way. My one is easy. When I click on the finish, then it takes me, bravo, you win. If I want to exit to end the show, if I wanted to do it again, it would bring me to the beginning. So let's try it one more time. Okay, start. What happens if I step away from the lava? So if I lose, it takes me to game over. But then if I click on the try again, it takes me to the first slide again, then to start, and then I get to play my game one more time until I finish it. Then I exit. Okay. Alright, so very important things that you need to do. Okay. Remember, you need to group your maze, then you have to insert a shape for the background, then you have to replace the shape with the GIF picture, then you have to insert your game over, your try again, and your exit buttons, your bravo, your try again, and your exit buttons, right? And I'm sure you're gonna have fun doing these parts. So all that's left is yep, you got it right, the different objects flying all over the place. So that's gonna be done on the other set of videos. Thank you for watching for this session.